when do you notice that you've changed? For me, it happened this week. But that statement, that has some implications you gotta think about and look at. For example, change. From where did you come to where did you go? And what's the time frame here? For me, I changed compared to 3 months ago. 3 months ago, at the end of March, I was somewhat depressed. I was coming out of a community trying to learn how to do direct marketing, how to change my business to that sort of offer. And honestly, I was doing terribly because I completely failed that. I didn't take much action on it. I didn't build any regular habits, or I didn't build them strong enough that they stuck with my brain, or that I took enough action over 6 months. And in that sense, over the past 3 months where I have worked with Alan, I've gotten more consistent on more actions than I did in the 6 months before that. So just in terms of that, I just realized the previous program was not that good when it comes to accountability, and having one person hold you accountable, that helped. Having regular meetings but not daily meetings also helped. Sending in videos every day to someone and also recording them for myself and viewing them myself too, that also helped. Just having clear goals. And it's not just that stuff, it's also that awareness. Like, what have I actually done yesterday? What are my goals today? How did my day go? How did I perform? Where were the issues in my life? Like, did I do the same mistake I've been doing for 10 years? Yes, I did. Oh, maybe you can figure out with someone else looking at my life and helping me review stuff, what that actually is, that issue hiding there. And for some things, that worked. Sometimes I got the idea myself, other times someone else got it. And when you've reached a point where you're asking people to help you change yourself because it's not working on your own, that's what you want. Somebody who points out what your mistakes are and gives you an idea how you can approach it, how you can approach this specific problem, how you can approach problems in general on your own now and in the future. So that's working. But how did that feeling of change really materialize? Because from what I just described, that's pretty hard to quantify. But I do a sheet every day. You can't really tell too much, I think, but you don't need to tell too much what I wrote down. What you do need to realize is that the 3 top rows, those are still not green, not marked off. Those are the important ones with the big goals for the day, and those didn't go too perfectly. But below that, we have the regular stuff I want to do every day now, like running, like actually grooming, taking care of myself, this is basic stuff, but it's filed under hygiene, showering, but also stuff for the mind, like meditating. I know I need that daily, and the consistency on that has improved. I simply use my text marker way more to mark them off a screen. And just off of that, because I look at yesterday's and at today's, and I don't really look too far back. I don't really do habit tracking at all anymore. I just have my sheets, and I can tell the trend. Like, if you just do it every day, you see the data, you see how it looks today, you see how it looked yesterday. That's good enough. For me anyway, it works. And I can tell the difference, which is nice. Similar things for exercise. Reading a specific book in this time also helped. It was Keizoku. It's a Japanese book, and I didn't actually read it. I listened to it on Audible. I don't have the offer on hand. I guess I can add that to the description of this video. So for the first time, there's going to be actually something written down there. Yes. But the book was excellent, and the author in the last like 20 minutes of the epilogue, he tells you like three things like, okay, you've read the book, thank you very much. You can now start forgetting about this book. Just remember these two things, maybe three. One, if you're going to do something, do it daily. That way you'll continue doing it. If you're going to start something, commit to doing it. If you want to do it, you should fully commit, hard, go in, make sure you do it. And if you want to do it, you got to do it daily. And the third thing he mentions is it's fine to stop doing things. So don't torture yourself or something like that. As long as you keep those three lessons in mind, you know exactly what to do to stay consistent. And hearing that, getting advice from someone else, combining these two things, and having all the experience I've had before, that's my formula. Having this little incremental change day to day, I can balance with my normal life. That's nice. That's what works. And I still have 1 week for my next goal, because my first goal for the past 3 months until the end of this month was to make 8 videos on YouTube. Or rather, that was one small part of it. The bigger goal was to get a monetized channel. That failed horribly. Yup. But, it's fine. I'm making progress. I'm making infinitely more progress than I was making before. And the next goal is to graduate from just doing this sort of video where I talk in the camera and I don't edit anything, to editing a little bit, maybe more regularly, like more than just one cut at the end, maybe. That sounds good. And I still have a week until the month is over, so why don't I make a beautiful video until then? But I just realized I combined two things there, because I want to write a script and I want to edit a video in one thing, which, that's good and possible, and I can do that, but I'm just making it more difficult. I could also just edit a video properly and not worry about the script at all. I just need to do something interesting and funny and then mix that up. Yeah, that sounds way more doable. That's another thing that's changed. I'm okay with doing a shit job. Like, this video is probably gonna get 1 view at most, and that's fine, because this time I'm standing up. This time the lighting is different. We have better background. We're doing it early in the day. Maybe it's not much better for the viewer experience, but it's much better for the systematic approach of adding YouTube videos and their creation to my life. So you get to see some real life change right here. And this is something I wouldn't have worried about 3 months ago, because I wasn't taking action, because I was worrying about how to do stuff too much, and I didn't want to get embarrassed. But it doesn't feel embarrassing at all when I do it on YouTube. I guess I like being seen in that sense. Woo! You can't see anything, but metaphorically, Okay, enough talk. This was about change. I think you can tell a difference between the first video and the introduction, maybe, and today. And I'm gonna cut the video here. So thanks for watching. This is change, and I'll be changing you again in the next video.